Buenas tardes y bienvenidos a todos. Good afternoon and welcome everyone. Welcome to a community dedicated to providing spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. My name is Karina Shearer and I am the spiritual director and founding minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta, where we are open to receiving new members to help grow our spiritual community. Today is Saturday, October 24th, 2020, and we are continuing our annual theme, which is 2020 Spiritual Vision. The topic for this month of October has been Cosmic Connections, and the topic for this week is Bridges That Last. So each week we move into a spiritual practice called affirmative prayer, also known as spiritual mind treatment. It's a powerful tool and a practical tool that shifts our consciousness so that we are open and available to accept the good that is already present in our life. So let's move into today's service with intention, as we do each week, from a reading from the Creative Thought magazine. And I'll be reading from October 25th, 2014. So just a reminder that spiritual mind treatment is always done in the first person. So I invite you to close your eyes and take these words as your own if you so choose. I emanate cosmic brilliance. The one loving, ever-present power creates and sustains all that is. It is inseparable from its creation and is always moving forward into greater and more wonderful expressions. I am in and of this all-knowing, dynamic energy and can never be separated from it. Therefore, I go about each day filled with enthusiasm, awakened to this absolute truth more profoundly with each breath. This confidence radiates from me and easily awakens all in my world to their luminous, eternal nature. I choose to live passionately in the flow of goodness, which activates joyful and satisfying experiences consistently. What others call miracles are natural occurrences in my life. Every heartbeat convinces me that this indestructible force is dedicated to my vibrant health, creative fulfillment, loving relationships, and opulent living. I am filled with gratitude, understanding that I am the emanation of this cosmic brilliance, always and forever. My life is grace-filled, and that is the wonderful way it is. I simply let go and know, and so it is. And that was submitted by a licensed practitioner, Madeline Katz-Eller, from New York City, New York. So now let's review our purpose, vision, and mission statements. So our purpose here each and every week is to awaken and celebrate diversity and to love and serve our community. And we do this by means of our mission, our vision, which is to educate and support each other so we can create the life we desire that works for us right now. And this is supported by our mission, which is to provide spiritual tools for personal growth and transformation. So I'd like to welcome everyone. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta, where You are welcome no matter which path you have been on, no matter who you are, where you are in life. Know that you are a blessing, you are blessed, and you are welcome here. So each week, we come here to teach a philosophy called the science of mind, la ciencia de la mente, a teaching based on new thought and ancient wisdom. And we offer spiritual tools and principles to promote personal growth. One of the spiritual tools you have already experienced, the affirmation this morning that we did, the spiritual mind treatment. And as I had mentioned, we honor diversity in all aspects so that we can see and appreciate the great oneness that already exists everywhere and within everyone. Dr. Ernest Holmes created this teaching, the science of mind, which focuses on the individual use of thoughts and this powerful thing called the mind. So each week we offer a service with a inspirational message. And normally this is done at a downtown restaurant, but we are still required to wear masks when we are out in public, which would make it a little more challenging to hear each other and to have a deeper conversation. And I am still recovering from knee surgery. So until we can get back to our local mom and pop style restaurant, which will hopefully be in November next month, we will still maintain these inspirational messages here from my home. So welcome to my home. Mi casa es su casa. And if you have any questions or comments, you can post them here wherever you are watching, or send me a message or email, and I will be sure to get back to you. So last month we looked at facing fear. And this month we have been looking at cosmic connections. The first week we looked at connecting on different levels with ourselves, with spirit, and with others. The next week, we looked at how we are intricately connected. And last week, we explored forgiveness. The following week, we had explored forgiveness. Last week, we examined building a bridge for a world that works for everyone. And this week, we are looking at building bridges that last. So think of the world's oldest bridges. What makes them last through the test of time? Well, they start with a good foundation, with the right and perfect materials, and an engineer inspired to build something that will last for centuries. And this is the same that can be said for building happy, healthy, lasting, and heartfelt relationships, whether it's a marriage, a friendship, or business related. Building bridges that last is the process of creating sustainable, collaborative community partnerships. Building a bridge for a world that works for everyone. So here in our teachings at the Centers for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta, we believe in the unity of all life and that the highest God and the innermost God is one God. We believe that God is personal to all who feel this indwelling presence. This is the statement from the Declarations of Principles written by Dr. Ernest Holmes and first published in the Science of Mind magazine in 1927. And this is what he said. There is but one presence, in the universe. Since it is in and through everything, it must be in and through you. This presence manifests itself in and through all forms, all people, all conditions. This presence is life itself. Its nature is love and givingness. Actually, that was a quote that he had said. And that came from this thing called you. So now let's look at this a little bit deeper, building bridges by creating a world that works for you. The second point we will discuss is the good that you are seeking is also seeking you. And finally, many hands make light work. So creating a world that works for you. Your life is a mirror. So look around you. Do you see a world that works for everyone? Do you see a world that feels free from discord? A world where all needs are met? A world where all people are living in peace? Creating a world that works for everyone begins with creating a world that works for you. What have you done for yourself lately? And are you living with self-realization and fulfillment of your fondest desires? And are you reconciled with situations that you feel have hurt you in the past? Have you done your own healing work? And how can you improve upon what you see when you look at your own being? Well, normally I don't make political statements, but today I'm going to recommend that you consider all of these things when you go to vote, if you haven't done so already. And know that everything starts with love for ourselves, for our friends, our family, our community, and it builds out from there. So let's listen to this song. Put a little love in your heart. So it's interesting that that song was written in 1969, and still we have a ways to go. We need to have love and share love so that we can make this a better world. So the good that you are seeking is also seeking you. Being an active and participating member of our spiritual community is one way to begin to lay the foundation for a world that works for everyone. Connecting with like-minded people who are also doing important inner healing work provides support along the way. So the highest good, the innermost good, is shared by and expressed through each person that shares this awareness. Each of us is one with it. Each of us is a unique expression of it, and each of us reflects the good back to each other, the mirror effect. So what do you see when you look at this reflection? So just close your eyes for a moment and listen again to this prayer of loving kindness. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be happy. May all beings awaken to the light of their true nature. And may all beings be free. And that takes us to our third point, which is many hands make light work. We all need to do the work. We seek to recognize the reflection of God, of the highest and best expression of our good, in the presence of others. When we see this, we see the potential for creating a world that is free of discord for all beings. In this awareness, there is no separation from God. There is nothing that separates us from our good. There is nothing that separates us from the other. As we strive to understand and honor the unique characteristics of all with whom we come into contact, we realize that each encounter is indeed a divine appointment. Everyone we meet along the way has some meaning in our life, whether we understand it now or later. It doesn't matter which. The important thing is that we make those connections, we make the bonds, and that we heal each other as well as ourselves to make this a better world for everyone. We are here together by divine appointment. We are here together in right and perfect timing. And we recognize the unity that is expressed so beautifully by each unique and individual trait that makes up our wholeness. It is from this place of honoring one another and delighting in our variances that we can come together to create a world that supports the highest good of all beings. So let's stand together on this foundation of mutual and unconditional positive regard. Let us stand together and from this place begin to realize the splendor of life that fulfills the greatest needs and desires of everyone. So here is our affirmation for today. I am an important part of the whole in a world that works for everyone. Who I am makes a difference. And yes, each and every one of us makes a difference. So now I would like to invite you to our website, which is www.cslpv.org. And there on the landing page, you'll find a Donate Now button. So please give graciously, no matter if it's the cost of a cup of coffee, $5 or $50, or whatever you can give today to help grow this community, our community, so that together we can make this a world that works for everyone. And know that all donations are gratefully received. So as you are going to this donation button, please repeat these affirmations along with me. I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. And I do give eternal thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. So thank you, everyone, for joining me here today. May you be blessed with eternal peace and love, and share that wherever you go. Namaste.